Good morning, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. I hope I add some value to your life. I hope we all add value together. I'm sorry for there was a little gap, but you know how life is. You have things that you need to do, but I'm going to be committed. Whether I have a small group or a large group, I will commit to whatever group I have. Hit the like, share, and subscribe bell. Subscribe so you get notification when I release new videos. I put another table on. I hope I don't confuse anyone, but I would like to speak on about this table. First, I have to give my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Seek your financial advisor wherever. It's not me. I'm not giving financial advice. Even if it seems like I'm giving financial advice, I am not. All right? So focus on your financial advisor. Seek a CPA, someone, but that's not me. I'm here to share the knowledge that I have, and we could learn and grow. All right? Together. All right? Every day you learn something new. Even me. I'm just, to some of you guys or girls, I'm just a little bit ahead of you guys. You know, it don't mean that you don't put the hard work in and you're far more ahead of me. You know, we are all here to learn and grow. You know, we learn every single day. All right, so this new table that I have, I'm introducing to you, is to get a picture of what's going on on the NASDAQ. I have a program for the NASDAQ, S&P, Bitcoin, the VIX. As they say that when the tide, I'm not going to quote it how they quote it, but when the tide goes up, every ship or boat in the dock goes up, right? And when the tide goes down, every ship in the dock goes down. Now, I'm not saying exactly that your security or stock or coin will go down when the NASDAQ is going down or S&P, but it can have a dramatic effect on it. I would like to apologize for the noise in the background. I'm sure you probably hear some static. You know, production will get better as time goes on. I could add filters or whatever, but there's some white noise in the background. It's probably good to filter out some of the outside noise coming in. So I have it that I could rotate every 30 seconds. To be honest with you, sometimes it is a little glitch, and I'm gonna work it out. But even then, I have the option that you could freeze it. So you could freeze the VIX. You're gonna see it comes up. See the VIX. You could freeze Bitcoin. All right. So you have an idea of what's going on. This is so good for people that don't have the means or the space. They only have one monitor. You get in that data. For me, I need data, right? Some people think this is gambling. This is not gambling to me, in my opinion. I'm created these applications to get data. After I get the data, I can make an educated decision. It's a multi-time frame, so you're getting all the time frames, not just all the time frame that my indicator provides, right? So I could make a good decision, right? And then with this table, it's not new, it's new to you guys, and I'm gonna release it soon. You can look at the S&P, the NASDAQ, Bitcoin, or the VIX, and give you more data. All right. I'll speak about it later. I pay extra to get more accurate data from the NASDAQ. So you need to look in the trading view and try to see where you can get most accurate, because some of them is delayed. All right. All right. So right now we're looking at Tesla. time is 10:29. Today is February 19, 2026. I will start streaming when things get better. Right now, I have no one that actually signed up. I have to double check, but I didn't see anyone. But it's okay. It's gonna happen. I have faith. All right. So let's look at the S&P. Is all red. RSI, SAR, and my squeeze. Right. So right now that's not looking good. It doesn't mean that Tesla or whatever your security not going to go up, because it can. But I'm going to make a sound decision and not just toss a dice. Understand? All right. So I explained a bit of the table already. You see your time frame. This is your RSI. This is your compression or squeeze. This is your volume. All right. This is your SAR. All right. And I'll explain more highs and lows. We're in a 5 minute. You see the cursor? So those that like that quick day trade, we're in a 5 minute. Now, I'm gonna give a quick lesson according to my understanding and my opinion. There's a million different ways of going about doing this. This is my opinion, all right, of how the market runs. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's look at the bigger picture. Or we could do it right here in a 5 minute. Let's see what the 1 minute is saying. To me, the market is two things: compression and release. Some say it's 4. Some say it's 3. To keep it simple, my opinion is 2: compression and release. Compression and release. So you're in your range or your compression. That's why I developed my little compression side of my table. Compress and then now release. Issue is which side is going to release, right? All right. Look for my, got an arrow here. Let's see. So the issue is where it's going to release, right? It's either up or down. Nobody knows. All right. But we know it's going to release. Use volume. I'm going to use the volume to dictate that. Let me move this so this arrow is not in the way of the table. Let me move the table over so you can see. I'm trying to not make these videos long. That's top left. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the middle, center. But now, all right. Nothing is in the way. Look at the volume. Look at all this volume right here. I want to be a bull. All right, and I'm following this table. All my time frames is green, and I have nice volume. All right, that will give me an educated decision. Although the S&P is looking bad, that don't mean it might turn. All right, it could turn. So if I was to make a decision, I would just make a quick one based that I'm looking at the S&P. Let's see what the NASDAQ says. All right, I'll make a quick decision, and I'll probably not stay the whole day. That will be my decision. And we're going to talk about support and resistance real quick. So it's going up right now. You see my table. See RSI above 50 1 minute, above 55 minute, above 50 15 minute, above 30. All right, the 1 hour is still 52, so the bigger picture is still below. It's on the red. So let's see where we think it's gonna go. I know I'm not using candles. I know some people worship candles. I don't. All right, that's Akanashi. Sorry if I pronounce it incorrectly. All right, I don't worship candles. All right, I use confluence, my support and my resistance. Other people use other words than support and resistance. All the same to me. At my level of my my knowledge, I could always grow and I could always learn. So for 5 minutes, I'll put a little line right there. It's an area. All right, this is not exactly what, you know, the real picture. We go in the bigger picture, I go to the daily. Right, you see the bigger picture on the daily, it's going down. So that helped my analysis with the NASDAQ and the S&P. Like I said, I would just do something quick. All right, let's do some line drawing real quick. I'm gonna go in depth, but I don't have the time today. Right, let's so at the very top of the peaks, I'm going to put the line and you extend it into the future. All right. So now you can see with your eyes visually what the trend is. See, now you have a better picture. All right. It's playing inside here. All right. All right, look. So this is, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. It could come out of it. But this is what it's doing right now. I see that little trend. So see, the bigger picture is going down while you're looking at the smaller picture. It's going up. And you might get confused, but always follow the big picture. All right? Big picture, then you go down to your smaller time frames. And with my table, when you get the data, see it's changing. It's always changing. But for a little bit of time, look at this, from 9:37 a.m. to 10:35 a.m. we made, let's go to the percent, let's go to the ruler. How much percent that you could have made? That is 1.7%. It's not a lot percent, but it's something. Right, so now you have understanding. So I will come out with more information and more frequent videos. Bear with me. All right, thank you for watching. Share, hit the like and subscribe. If you're, you see it and you're busy right now, or you're just not too interested, you send it to a friend. please send it to a friend, someone you know. I'm sure it is. Everyone knows someone that like stocks and trading. You know, send it to them, and you know, let they be the judge. So thank you very much. I appreciate everyone that hit the notification bell and is a part of the community that I'm creating. Make some comments, email me, text me. You know, let's have a discussion. All right. So remember, compression, release, compression, release. All right. And we use the volume to help us decide. Is not the Holy Grail, but help us decide what direction we think that it's going to go. All right. Thank you very much.